Parashat Vajishlach is 20 years after Yaakov ran away, escaped from Canaan, from his elder brother Esav, and now he's about to return home to Canaan, to Eretz Israel. The first thing he's going to meet is, before he's entering the land, is his older brother Esav. And he prepares, the Torah tells, he prepares for this encounter. First, he sends many parties of goods, riches to his brother. Herds, cattle, sheep, and so on, with servants sending it over when they go to Esav. What is this? Who is from? And they are taught to respond, this is from your brother who loves you, Yaakov, and appreciates you, and giving him all these gifts. Many parties like that. It doesn't even end there. When at last Yaakov himself is about to meet Esav, Vayishtachu arza sheva pamim. He bows down to his brother 7 times before they meet and hug each other. Now, the midrashim are in contrast with each other. They're like disagreement with each other. Did Yaakov do good or not good? This is over something in a negative way. It's over servility. Like, why should you disrespect yourself so much? Yes, appreciate, yes, try to appease, but what? Too much. On the other hand, there are midrashim who sees it, oh wow, look how humbly Yaakov tried to appease his brother. Never mind, to go too much into these midrashim, that's not the point here. We do see some ethical perspective here, some ethical point. And that is, when there is disagreement, when there is machloket, debate, argument, there's tension that remains. Whether we are right or we are wrong, it doesn't end with this argument and who won the argument, who is right again or who is wrong. There is something that maybe grudges or some bad feeling, bad taste that is left afterwards. Yaakov might have been right, we believe so, reading the Tanakh. And yet, he knows he needs to do a little bit more in order to also clean the stench of after you take a dirt from your shirt. There's some stench there, then you need to clean it a little bit with water, to take this out as well. Now this is true with almost every such debate between two people, but much more important between a couple, between a woman and her husband, a man and his wife, because we're so close together, and therefore many more arguments. But also, we're much more vulnerable because we're so close together. We actually depend on each other, and that is good. On the other hand, our ability, the not good, the negative ability to hurt each other, is much vaster. Therefore, whenever there is an argument or a disagreement with each other, in most cases, it doesn't really matter who is right and who is not right. We know we should not bear grudges, but it is also the responsibility for the person who was more harsh or more offensive in a way to appease the other side. Remember, it's not only the dirt that you need to take off. It is the stain. It is what remains inside. So for both sides, one side that should make sure not to take things too much to the heart if is not supposed to be there. On the other hand, the offensive, it might be both sides, the offensive side must try as much as possible to appease. To what extent? Almost with no limits. Why? Because we're trying to do the best for each other. It is good for us, it is good for the family. And Shabbat, shalom, Shabbat, peace and appeasement and wholeness for you all.